there's an awful lot of good work goes on in partnerships. And thank you to everybody that's put displays out at the back. It just demonstrates everything that's happening, and you'll see more of that this morning as the morning rolls on. And it's a chance to celebrate what it is that we do in partnership, but not everybody knows what everybody else is doing, so that's why we're calling Lifting it. It's a chance to celebrate and have a look at what we already do in partnership. But the challenge is the future, really, and the challenge is how can we do it better in the future? How can we really drive down costs and provide better services for the customer in the future? We've done a lot, but we need to do a lot more, and we need to discuss that and talk about how we can take it forward. So it's a bit different to the recession 2008, which was an unemployment recession. Lots of people out of work. The recession this time has really affected standards of living of lower income families, and that's why it's slightly different to recessions we've had in the past.
I'm Jackie Dennis, I'm the Building Resilient Families Lead for Cannock Chase. The communities that all the families that I've got are deprived. Unemployment is widespread. They're benefit reliant with low expectations and lower than average education levels. Antisocial behaviour is normal and social drug use is totally accepted. Domestic violence is inherent within these families and within these communities. The families that I work with have had non-engagement, whether they've slipped out of the system because they've been let down, whether we've missed them, whether they have mental health issues, but they have a history of non-engagement. These families, I feel, are a hidden society. The families that are below the radar, if they're not on our radar, we can't deal with them. The family that I'm going to give you an example of is a standard family. There's 4 children, mum and dad are together. They have a large extended family. Mum is one of 9, of which only 2 of the siblings share the same father. Father is one of 6, and he's dual heritage, but he is the only dual heritage member of that family. The 4 children, the eldest one is 17 and is neat, so not in employment, education or training. I've known the young man since he was about 9, from when I first started having intervention with the family. The next child is now a 14-year-old girl. When she was 7, she sat on that sofa and she wanted to do better. She wanted to do more. She wanted to move out of the area. It hasn't happened. She's never had the encouragement or given the ability to be able to move forward. So what happened? She became our biggest nightmare. She was horrendous. We were forever at her house serving antisocial behaviour orders, arresting her. People didn't want her around, and I don't blame them. The next child, he's 12. Does he go to school? Not very often. The young lady went to school, so why should he bother? All 3 of these children have been taken out of mainstream education. They're all at assisted learning. The final child, he's 2. He's loved very much within the family, but what a role model has that family given? Mum, as nice as she is, has never gone to work. Dad has never done anything apart from hit his children and hit his wife. He even set fire to the bed one day when Mum was in bed, to give you an idea of this kind of man. He's very nice to your face, but he's not a very nice man. This family has got intergenerational worklessness. The extended family all live within a 3-mile radius of each other unless they're in our hotel. Nobody has promoted education and they've never been to work in their life. The intervention that I've done, I've worked with a young lady. She had no school attendance last year, none. Nobody got her out of bed, nobody did nothing with her. She stayed in bed. We had a little chat. I told her she was going to school. She said she wasn't. I said, you are. She says, I'm not. I said, you are. She stayed at school after I'd gone. She never left. And by going that one morning and getting her out of bed, she got up. Every day I went, she's up. I had a phone call one day, where are you? You're late. You know, this girl's not been to school in 12 months. Her brother, he wasn't going to school. He got in my car, he went to school. Job sorted. The eldest lad, the lad who was unemployed, spoke to him one day, what are you doing? I'm bored, I've got no money. And I said, well, what do you want to do? And because this lad had entered into antisocial behaviour, we've had the same thing with the schools. He hadn't got any education. Let's go to Entrust, let's go to Connections. How could he walk through that door on his own when he's got no confidence and he hasn't got the ability to read. He won't. He'll carry on doing what he's doing, and that's nothing, until he has a child and the cycle continues. We went to Entrust, we sat down, we filled out his forms, and he's working towards getting his CS card to get himself on a building site. He wants to clean toilets, he needs a card to get on there, but he's doing it and he's going all the time. He's a tremendous success. Little one, he never went out, never did anything. Lovely little lad, no outside stimulation, nothing. So, Mum, she's absolutely lovely, but she doesn't do anything. She doesn't know how to do anything. She's never been shown how to do anything. Now, she's got a confidence building course. Daft as it sounds, you have to go with somebody to give them the confidence to go on a confidence building course. It's simple when you think about it. You know, Dad is Dad and he'll probably be in prison pretty soon. But, you know, he's working towards the family. He's doing a parenting class. They're doing parenting classes. They're doing the best they can. The young lady, we could say we've had a negative outcome with her. She's in care now. She's out of area, out of district care. Would I say she's a failure? No. And the reason she's not a failure is she goes to school every single day. She behaves herself. It's the first time in her life she hasn't got cannabis and alcohol in the system. She's loving the boundaries. She's loving the rules. It works. It's all about working together. And one of the key agencies we also work with is the food bank. Because these people are in poverty. They haven't got iPhones, they haven't got exotic holidays or brand new jeans, they have nothing. Now the food bank in Cannock, to give you an idea, moves 3/4 of a tonne of food a week. Can you imagine how many boxes that is? They've got 7 satellite places for people to access the food. They're open 6 days out of 7. What does that tell you that we've got to do as a community? It tells you we've got to carry on this multi-agency working because it does matter and it does make a difference.